My name's Gary Moody, and I passed around some exhibits this evening because I wanted to mention the upcoming downtown project for which plans are currently on the city's website. A little background on that. Back in the early 80s, I don't know the exact date, I wasn't here at the time, when the courthouse annex was built, apparently the county commissioners had West Court Street, which was all brick, torn up, and those bricks were all dumped out at where the county home used to be. Apparently, the Noblets have a really nice patio in the back of their house made of that stuff. And when I saw the, I was also going to add that people that I talk to who know about that generally think that was kind of a boneheaded thing to do. But when I saw the plans recently passed by the Redevelopment Commission and approved by the Board of Works to do the same thing on Court Street, or East Court Street rather, right out here, I sent a message to the street superintendent inquiring as to whether or not anyone had actually checked to see what is already there. And yesterday I went around and walked around the street, and I saw that not so much as a little drill hole has been made in that street. Now, the issue being that the RDC's plan is to cover both East and West Court Streets with brick pavers. I think, you know, most people can kind of, given the fact that this street is already brick, and I just passed out examples of that material, which of course is historic, about 100 years old or so, and therefore much more attractive and aesthetically pleasing than a brand new brick surface. That would seem kind of an odd thing to do, assuming that first of all that the historic brick surface is going to be removed and dumped somewhere, like a few hundred bricks from West Madison Street have been recently dumped, and replaced, in any case, with brand new material, which probably costs several dollars a piece, and plus the labor and that sort of thing. So basically, it's a tremendous waste of the people's funds, as well as rather counterproductive to preserving the history of downtown Franklin. I've done quite a bit of research into other communities' restorations of historic brick streets. It's something that we should look at in Franklin, and I'm kind of baffled by the RDC's decision, which again is kind of an example of a top-down process, whereas these kind of big grand designs for the downtown in particular should come from public planning processes rather than just a small group of people. So therefore, I would ask that the city hold off on that, actually look at what's underneath the asphalt right outside the door here, and that might be done when the city has its own competent engineer on staff versus a consultant. And I think not only will the results of a common sense decision be much more cost effective, but also more beneficial to the city. And by the way, if anybody wants to give me those bricks back, I can always use them, and I have extras for the crowd if anybody wants one.
Is the historical value still significant when you wrote on the Sharpie?
I'm sorry?
Is the historical significance of the bricks still there if you wrote on them with the Sharpie, or will that devalue them, or can they still be used? And second on that, there was public meetings.
Well, again, it's understanding, you know, top down versus the public bottom-up planning process. As far as me writing on them with a Sharpie, kind of like the comment you made when I first walked in about not allowing me to pass those out, that's rather petulant.
I don't have a problem with you passing them out, I just didn't want you to put them up here on the wood surface and scratch them with a brick.
I don't think any harm's been done. I was being very careful with them, and I actually washed them very carefully with comic cleanser, just to let you know. They're safe to touch. Anything else?
Any other public comments or announcements?
Thank you.